Okay, guys, let's look at the last question of this lesson. Agree or disagree? Okay, it says, do you agree or disagree with each statement? Explain your reasoning. So, statement 1 says employee A gets a pay raise of 50%. Employee B gets a pay raise of 45%. So, employee A gets the bigger pay raise, okay? Now, all right, this is a very, very vague statement, all right? And this is like one of those questions that could cause a good, healthy classroom debate, all right? Now, here's the reason why I say that this is vague. Now, let's start off with annotating our percentages. Employee A gets a 50% pay raise, while employee B gets 45%. All right? That's imperative. All right? Now, what if employee A, now this is possible situations, okay? What if employee A gets paid $20 an hour? Okay? So employee A gets paid $20 an hour. And employee B has been on the job longer. Let's say employee A is a teacher. Let's say this. Let's say employee A is a teacher. Right? First year teacher. And employee B is a principal. Okay? So let's say employee B gets paid. Let's put an S because I put get paid, but gets paid. Let's say I'm going to put $40 an hour. Why not? I'm just going to put any number that's bigger than $20, okay? So if employee B gets paid 50%, well, this is just, like I said, this is just a hypothetical example. It could be the other way around, but anytime you say something that's this vague, create a rule or formulate an opinion of something, it must be applied, or it must be correct for every situation applied to it, okay? Whenever you apply it to each situation. So if we multiply 0.50, and where do I get that from? 50 over 100. All percents go over 100. And that would equal 0.50. If I was to multiply that, I would get a $10 raise. So that's a $10 raise. Okay. Now employee B gets paid $40 an hour, right? Let's multiply that times point. Well, let me go back and erase because I'm moving too fast. I do that a lot, so I need to slow down. 0.45, and keep in mind, where do I get that 4500s from? 45 over 100 equals 0.45. All right. So when I multiply those two components together, and I'm just quickly multiplying it on my calculator just so you guys can get this. Employee B would get a $18 raise. Now, let's look at this. This person had got a 45% raise. This person got a 50% raise. But who raises bigger? Employee B raise would be bigger. Now, if the tables were turned and employee A was getting paid more and employee B was getting paid less, this statement would fall true. So we could say that depending on how much employee A gets paid will determine who gets the higher pay, who's getting the bigger pay raise, okay? It all matters about what portion. Percent represents a portion of something. It doesn't necessarily determine if that portion is bigger or smaller compared to somebody else's portion. Okay, like I told my kids one time in class, if I have a small bag of gummy snacks and I say, hey, I'll give you 50% of this small bag of gummy snacks, right? That's the difference between me saying, hey, I'm giving you 20% of the total bags of gummy snacks that's in the box. Okay, so think about that at home. All right, if you have any questions on that, make sure you go to your manager's Google Meet session. Now that's question 1, okay? Now, question 2, it says shirts are on sale for 20% off. You buy 2 of them. As you pay, the cashier says 20% off of each shirt means 40% off on the total price. Okay, so let's put another hypothetical situation out there, and I'm going to annotate in blue. The cashier is saying 20% off means 40% off the total price. Okay, so you bought 2 shirts. Let's say that each shirt costs $10. Okay, and just like I said, you could pick any number. So each shirt costs $10. Okay, so what this person is saying, hey, $10 off of, we said 20% off of each shirt means 40% off the total price. So this is $10. $10 plus $10 will be 20%, $20 on the total price. Okay, total price will be 20. All right, so we need to figure out what's 20% of 10. Remember, to turn a percent into a decimal, 20 divided by 100 is equal to 0.20. So times 0.20, it should be $2. Like I said, I'm quickly multiplying this because I just want to prove a point. Okay, it would be $2, and which means that the final price will be $4 off, because if you have 2 shirts, it'll be $4 off, which means that you'll be paying $16. Correct? So let's do this. Okay, so each shirt, so here we go. 20 minus $4 would be $16. Now this cashier is saying, hey, if you multiply the total price times 40%, it would be the same thing. So we're looking, think about it. Will we be multiplying by 40% off or 60%? All right, now I'm going to find 40% off, but we're going to subtract, okay? So think about it, okay? 20 times 0.4 is 8. So if I subtract 20 minus 8, it's actually 12. Why do you think I subtracted that $8? I found the 40%. Remember that 0.4 comes from me dividing 40 divided by 100. I scratched out the zeros. But why do you think I subtracted? If you guess the reason why I subtracted $8 off is because we're talking about coupons and discounts, you are absolutely correct. But is $8 the same as $4? And the answer will be absolutely not. Okay? Like I said, percents represent a portion. 20% of $10 is not same as 40% of $20. Okay? So 20% off of $10 each for 2 pairs of shirts is not the same as 40% off of $20. Guys, like I said, this statement may fall true to some certain numbers, but whenever you throw a statement out like that, it has to be applied or must fall true to each number out there, okay? If you find one such scenario where it doesn't work, where that statement doesn't work, that means that that's not a true statement, okay? So I love this question of this lesson. I even hate that it's optional in the book, but guys, remember, percents represent a proportion. So regardless of if it's 20% compared to 15%, it all depends on what's the original amount. Okay, 20% of 100 is 20, but what's 20% of, let's say, 200? Would that be the same? It's like it all depends on the portion, regardless of the percent amount. Okay. If you have a question on this question, please feel free to visit your manager's Google Meet session, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's lesson. All right, guys, you guys have a nice day.